Hello friends, welcome to ASP.NET tutorial. In this video, we are going to learn about layout template as well as item template. We know that item template defines the data content by taking feed from the database, right? So we used the item template many times in our previous examples. So by this time you are aware of how item template works and how we can format the database record by making use of eval and bind expressions. Layout template specifies overall structure of the list view, right? So in this video we will learn about both item template and layout template, how we can club these together. So layout template defines the placeholder for the item template so that data content will be replaced in the predefined location. That means in layout template you will place your HTML and CSS content so that it defines layout for the control. Then in the layout at specific location, by making use of the placeholder, you can tell where the item template content should get displayed. To see that in detail, let's say we have an layout template. For example, let's consider this is the layout template you defined using the HTML and CSS. So this entire green structure is what the layout template. Let's assume like that. Let's state that inside this HTML and CSS defined layout template, we will assume that we placed a placeholder in a specific portion of the HTML, right? Then we can define the item template. We know about item template, right? So using item template, we define the structure or format for the data. Let's state that this is static content and we display some dynamic content here. Static, dynamic content. Then we display some data, right? Let's state that this data we are taking it from the database, and these are all some of the static content. So this is how we defined our item template. Then by having a specific placeholder, we can locate this item template inside the layout template. So this is how we define the relation, right? That's the placeholder inside the layout template, and whatever you define in item template as well as alternate item template, that will go and sit inside the placeholder. We can use ASP.NET's placeholder control with ID item placeholder, right? Once you provide this ID, then the ASP runtime knows what content it needs to place. So that means when we are creating the item placeholder, we will provide a proper ID, item placeholder. Now let's create a simple example and learn how to use these templates. Here this in the sense item template as well as a layout item template. Now let's go to the demo. Okay, now we will create a new project. Let's use this default location, web, ASP.NET web application. Then we are naming the project as ASP024 Explore List View. Let's click OK. This will show the template, and here we will use the empty template and click OK. We will add the web forms manually. So the project is created. Now we will click on the project name and choose add new item, web form, Visual C++ web form, and here is the web form, and we will name it as listview01 basic listview.aspx, and we will add the web form to our project and then switch to the design view, drag and drop a SQL data source. So this one, we will drag and drop the list view on this location. Alright, first let us configure the SQL data source, and we will name this as DS product. And then configure data source, new connection, localhost, because database is running here in this machine. So we will use Northwind database this time. Alright, we will click next, and then from here we will choose products by category. This is a view in Northwind database. Then we will pick product name first, and if you see now here we have product name. The order in which you click the columns, in the same order the select list will be formed. Product name, category, then units in stack that we will pick. Click next, test the query. This is what we are going to pull from the database and use that in our list view control. Let's click finish, and this SQL data source is ready. Next, list view, we will keep data source as DS products. Let's save. Then we will go to the source, and here you can see the list view which we placed. Now we will put layout template. This is layout template. Then we will put item template. Then we will have alternate item template as well. So that's all. So in item template, we will place this code. So to avoid typing, I am pasting it. And if you see here, we have the div tag, right? In the div tag, we specified this style, border style as solid. These are all the CSS stuff. Border width is thin and border color is black, right? So it just auto formatted. It be like this, and here we are ending the div tag. And if you see %eval product name, so that's what we want to display. So this item template content, if you see, this div will be formed for each and every record. So from our SQL data source, this is the select command we formed. Let's state that this select command returns 5 rows. Then the layout, the item template will run for 5 times. That means for each record it will run and it evaluates the product name and displays that. And this content, data content, will be displayed inside the div tag. And the div tag we are forming with the CSS style, right? And we are opting for border style solid border, and border width is thin and border color is black, right? Now let's go ahead with the layout template and see how we are placing this item template inside the layout. So now under the standard you can see a placeholder. You can drag and drop it inside the layout template, right? And we will give ID as item placeholder. So what happens now, the content of this item template will go and sit in this item placeholder which we placed inside the layout template. For now, let's have a sample run and see how this is looking. So if you see, we have each item that is displaying with a black color border, right? Because that is what he specified here in the item template, right? Border style is solid and border width is thin, right? Now instead of solid here, I'm using the control space. So if you see, there are other borders style also. Let's use dotted style and you will come to know how the item template is formed. See, now you are seeing the dotted, right? And each items are displayed inside this. Let we have it in the background. Now we will go back here and I'll put Ctrl Z so that it will be defaulted solid. All right, let's save the content. So now we will provide a layout style. So we will have a div tag with this specific style, right? Let's have div tag, right, and provide this style to the div tag. Test content, right? So inside the layout template we provided the style. Let's do the save all. Okay, yes, is caps, it is not liking that. Let's put a smaller case yes and save the content. Now we will go ahead and refresh it. And if you see, this is the test content and that is coming up with a double border, right? Now what we will do, this is the div style, right? Now we will replace this test content and place our placeholder control that is hosting the item template. We haven't yet used the alternate item template. Right, this is the div tag now we formed, and we previously had test content. Now we are going to replace that test content with this placeholder. Now this placeholder is having the ID item placeholder. Now the item template content will go and replace this, right? Let me save, and when I refresh, you will see all this content will go and replace this test content stuff, and you will see right? Now entire list box, the list view content is placed inside this div tag, and you will be seeing a nice border around the content, right? Now let's go ahead and modify this double style as groove. There are other also, inside, outside, all those stuffs are there. Let me go ahead with groove, and size, instead of medium, I'm giving a fixed size of 5 pixel. Right, now let's go ahead and refresh this content, and you will be seeing the border. Right, now we replaced that double border with the groove style. Alright, now we will go ahead here and make use of our alternate item template. And for alternate item template, we will copy paste the content of our normal template or item templates content. Then we will set a different color, or we can even use a different background color here. Okay, let me use background color column. We'll pick some kind of light gray color, dark gray. I'm looking for JKL, lavender. Let me pick this light gray, it will look nice. That's all. Now we are using alternate item also, and if you refresh the content, we will be seeing the completed example, right? That's also. Now we used the list view with the product name that get displayed as a list, and we have proper item and alternate item template, which is hosted by the layout template, and our layout template is decorated by the div and CSS style. That's all here in this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.